subscribe, click the bell, and turn on all notifications. The one-stop destination for all WWE and AEW. Seanzviewent Entertainment.
You asked for it. You wanted it. You questioned it. Would it happen? For the first time in many, many years, Seanzviewent Entertainment brings back to you the SmackDown review. I'll do the Raw review, but the video must get enough likes, comments, views. You must interact. You must share. You must like. You must give your sentiments, your review, because as much as Sean's View is going to give my official review, I want your thoughts, your opinions, and your overall comments, your sentiments on the show, because remember, we put the show in your hands. When you're on your cell phone, your laptop, your desktop, your PC, your device, it will suffice, because if it's an iPhone, an iPad, Sean Entertainment wants to take your little pointer finger, and I want you to type, and I want you to make it right, and I want you to put the hype behind that button, behind that finger, behind that hand to give the SmackDown review, a 3-hour SmackDown. Now, going into this 3-hour SmackDown, there was some questions, there was some confliction, there was some people saying, well, could they get the job done? Could SmackDown flourish? Could SmackDown be good? Could SmackDown be entertaining? Could it be engaging? Could SmackDown come through with the lights on bright? Could SmackDown really contend with 3 hours? Well, with the talent shift of the talent window, the open window where Raw guys can appear on SmackDown, SmackDown guys can appear on Raw, it made SmackDown that much better, and it made it that much more entertaining, and it made it that much more noteworthy because you were able to see talents from Raw show up on SmackDown, much like you'll see SmackDown talents show up on Raw on Netflix. Now, obviously, the big thing of the night, and again, your view, what did you think out of 10 stars? I mean, usually some say out of 5 stars. Hell, we'll do it out of 10 stars if we can go by the 10-star method. Because, you know, it's a 3-hour show. If it was a 2-hour show, I would say out of 5 stars. But it was a 3-hour show from top to middle to end. What was the moment? What was the match? Obviously, Tiffy time. She's been teasing it. She's been contemplating it. She's been questioning. She's been doubting. For weeks and weeks, we have seen Tiffany Stratton roll in with that briefcase. Just make it look like she's going to cash in, only to turn the other cheek, only to turn the other shade, only to go in a different direction, only to do this, only to do that. But Tiffany Stratton at the end of the day made the right decision. She made the choice of choices when she cashed in the Money in the Bank, and tonight it was official as she did what she was supposed to do, as it was meant to be, and that was as it was always going to be. Tiffy time has come out and won Money in the Bank. Obviously, that was one of the moments of the night. The next thing that topped off was the Paul Heyman segment. Now, another thing I want to bring to you is the major change that came to SmackDown tonight that maybe you didn't notice. The blue mat. Yes, the blue ring mat. And it only makes sense that it's blue because it's the SmackDown. It's SmackDown. It's the true blue show. And ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on SmackDown as a whole. Do you feel that this was a success? Do you feel it was a dud? Do you think it could have been better? What did you think about the writing? What did you think about the creative? What did you think about the aspects? What did you think about the timing? Did it feel too rushed? Did it feel too mediocre? Or did it feel just right? In my opinion, it felt pretty damn good to see SmackDown. Now, I was even questioning. I was wondering. I was doubting. Could SmackDown last 3 hours? Could they come up big when it mattered most? Could SmackDown really be the show that we knew it could be, but being 3 hours, could the WWE hold your attention? Could they hold the time span? Could they really hold it in the palm of your hand? Well, SmackDown did a lot of things right tonight. Now, there's some things that you could nitpick at. There's some things you could have said, well, this happened and, well, that happened. But it seemed like there was just more time to get you emotionally involved, whether it be the tag team division, whether it be the women's division, whether it be the Paul Heyman promo, whether it be the segment, whether it be even the opening of the show. SmackDown definitely was a hit. Now, again, it very well could have been a miss. Okay, the last Monday Night Raw on the USA Network, it sucked. I thought the WWE were going to make it a lot better. I thought they were going to put a lot more into it. I thought they were going to put a lot more effort. But tonight, there seemed like there was effort. There seemed like there was emotion. It seemed like there was passion. And tonight, again, I'm not going to say it was the greatest SmackDown of all time. I'm not going to say it was the Attitude Era SmackDown or the Ruthless Aggression Era SmackDown. But, I mean, you had all the intangibles. You had all the main event guys. Paul Heyman acknowledges Solo Sikoa in SmackDown. Oh, my God. And, obviously, there's been some rules, there's been some adjustments, there's been some enhancements made to SmackDown. And remember, if you want more SmackDown reviews, you got to subscribe, you got to share this video, you got to like, comment, and interact to become a channel member today. If you want the SmackDown review to continue each and every week right here on this very channel, and I felt that this SmackDown was not weak. It had its moments, it had its times. There were some down times, I'll be honest. A 3-hour show, it's tough. It's tough to watch a movie for 3 hours, let alone SmackDown and Raw, because now we're going to be getting 6 hours a week. But things got really demanding. Things got really challenging for Paul Heyman in that promo. It was a good promo. It was a solid promo. Anything else less from Paul Heyman would you expect? But ladies and gentlemen, it all came down to Solo Sikoa coming down. And another stipulation has been added. Paul Heyman, if Solo Sikoa wins, Paul Heyman will be, and will have to not only acknowledge Solo, but he'll be his manager. He will be his wise man forever. But if Roman Reigns wins, Solo Sikoa will acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. But, I mean, guys, this thing can take a lot of different directions. I mean, this bloodline storyline has been going on for a long time. Vince Russo said that it's like the NWO. It's never ending, but there seems to be different cliffhangers. There seems to be different challenges. There seems to be different outings. There seems to be, again, this is the first time ever that we're going to get Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa one-on-one. We've seen them in multi-man matches. We have seen them in War Games matches. We have seen them in tag team matches, perhaps triple threats, but never one-on-one with the Ula Fala on the line. But ladies and gentlemen, what did you think about Tiffany Stratton cashing in Money in the Bank? Did you think it was prestigious? Did you think it was illustrious? Did you think it was good? What do you think about the maximize? What is going to be now? And here's the thing. What SmackDown did tonight was something that should be done and always be done on a week-to-week basis. It made you want to tune in from 1 hour to the next. As the WWE developed, as the WWE progressed, as the WWE gave you a reason to want to tune in next week for SmackDown, and that should always be the way it is. You want to tune in, give your viewers a reason to want to keep watching and keeping on the edge of your seat and keeping your attention. Because, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 hours, it's a long time. It's a lot to contend with. But by God, at the end of the day, if anybody can do that, it's about the WWE. You know, Eric Bischoff once came to the WWE. He debuted in the WWE, and he said, I'm here to put the E back in WWE. Well, WWE put the E in entertainment back in SmackDown tonight on a 3-hour show. Now, again, it wasn't a perfect show. It wasn't the greatest show of all time. But for a 3-hour show, again, going into this, after what we got on the last Raw on USA before they transitioned to Netflix, I had my doubts. I had my questions. But again, at the end of the day, the WWE came through when it mattered most. And again, viewers, it's your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. What did you think about SmackDown? What did you think about what we got? What did you think about what we saw? And then, of course, it all brought us to the main event. 6-man tag team action. And this thing really, it topped the Richter scales. I mean, you had the Usos, you had Sami Zayn, you had the new bloodline, you had all the intangibles, you had all the things that could have made SmackDown exactly what it exemplified from top to bottom, from start to the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, from start to end, you saw SmackDown shape. And, you know, Tiffany Stratton winning the Money in the Bank and finally cashing it in after teasing it. The thing about that is how long is she going to be able to develop and grow and blossom? How long is Tiffany Stratton going to hold that women's world title? And what is the reaction going to be to Nia Jax? Because, again, we have questions coming out of SmackDown, which is a good thing because then you get the follow-up, then you get the development, then you get the latest, then you get a feeling for what the WWE is going for and what they're heading to. So, obviously, this is all great things, all good things. And ladies and gentlemen, they say all good things must come to an end. But this is only the start. This is only the beginning of Sean's View Entertainment. Your review, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on what was the True Blue show. Again, SmackDown, some would say, has fallen off the radar over the last couple of years, over the last couple of months. Of course, there's been shades of brilliance. But tonight, the WWE showed that they can give you a 3-hour SmackDown that is worthy of your time, of your effort, and of your eyes, and of your brain to make sure that it isn't going to be a shame that you tune in and, you know, you actually want to stay in on a Friday night when people are usually out partying, they're at the movies, perhaps at the mall. But no, tonight was a night where you would want to have stayed in and tuned in. Now, obviously, like I said, the biggest things, the highlights for me, the Paul Heyman promo, Tiffany Stratton. What was your highlights? What was your thoughts? What was your overall feelings? What was it all for you, viewers, fans, and subscribers primarily? What was it all for you? Again, you wanted the SmackDown review, and I'm giving it to each and every one of you. And I'll tell you what, even before the cash-in, that was a brilliant women's title match with Nia Jax. She has really, really enhanced her performance. I mean, it was an incredible outing. I mean, the WWE did have some, unpredictable moments because it looked like Tiffany Stratton was going to screw Nia Jax, but then she was for her, but then she was against her. You seen some Russo swerves during the SmackDown, which is not entirely always a bad thing. You saw a Russo swerve. And, Cody Rhodes being the defiant WWE champion that he is, and then we all saw what Kevin Owens did and his motives and what he's about and what he brings to the table. We saw Kevin Owens backstage. I wish they would have done a little bit more with him. That's, like I said, a few concerns, a couple of things here that could have happened, but be that as it may, I see where the WWE is going. They still got 3 weeks to go until the Royal Rumble, the big ladder match, the exciting ladder match that it's going to be. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, if this video gets enough likes, comments, views, if you give enough interaction, if you become a channel member, donate with a super thanks below. Sean's View Entertainment will set the precedent to give you the SmackDown review because it's going to be worth it to each and every one of you. This is the brash and the brazen. I will not be mistaken. Sean's View Entertainment always comes walking that line. And if you're asking Sean's View, if you're asking the brash and the brazen, who's prolific, consistent, and dedicated, if you're asking me, with all the time and effort and emotion and heart and hustle that I put into this channel day in and day out for over 10 years, for over a decade, you're asking me, what do I rate the SmackDown? I'm going to give it a good 8 out of 10. Yes, 8 out of 10 stars for the first ever 3-hour SmackDown on the USA Network. I felt that the WWE did a job that was worthy of our time and of our money, because we do spend our money on cable television, whether that be Netflix or whether that be Comcast or whatever cable network you have. It was worthy of the time and the effort. I give SmackDown a thumbs up this time, but each and every week could be different. It could be different. Can the WWE keep the momentum going? Can the WWE keep the flow of the show? We're about to find out in the coming weeks, because now all eyes are on Raw on Netflix. And now the competitive spirit is going to be really relevant and prevalent between Raw and SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, guys, this is your undisputed place. This is your moment to own it. This is your time to comment. And this is your time to shine like never before, because we're opening up that door to anybody. Whether you're a hater, whether you're a critic, whether you're a naysayer, whether you're a fan, a subscriber, a viewer, whomever you are, now is the time to leave your comments, your opinions, and your thoughts, because Sean's View Entertainment would not have it any other way. And again, SmackDown really put the exclamation point, because remember, the SmackDown logo used to have that exclamation point at the end. Well, they really put that exclamation down when it was all said and done, and when all the smoke was cleared. SmackDown brought it. And as The Rock once said, just bring it. Subscribe. Plenty more from the Brash One. And remember, we revolutionize news, rumors, headlines, previews, predictions, reviews. Your reigning home, your reigning place, your undisputed location for WWE. It's all in your face. Subscribe. Yeah. Did you think I forgot about L.A. Knight? Also, when will LA Knight become the United States champion of this world? Plenty more to come from the Brash One.